Add 1 and 1. We'll get 2, positive 2 in fact. Now let us add 1 and minus 1. We are going to get 0. Next, we will try adding minus 1 and minus 1. We will get negative 2. This is what we are going to discuss about. This is not basic math. This is in fact game theory, where plus 1 and plus 1, that example I gave you, is called positive sum game. Then there's zero sum game, which is plus 1 and minus 1 equals 0. Hence why it's zero sum game. Then there's this negative sum game where minus 1 and minus 1 is pretty much a common way to represent it mathematically. It's an interesting mathematical concept. It's such an interesting psychological concept, and it's what we observe in our day-to-day lives. Let us get started with this positive sum game. Positive sum game is a kind of situation where everyone involved wins in some way or the other. We are benefited in some way or the other, or at least it doesn't hurt you if I do something, and if you do something, it doesn't hurt me. I'll give you a very personal example. For example, I studied day before exam and got 8 out of 10. You studied a lot, you focused a lot, quite a bit more than I did, and you scored full marks, 10 out of 10. So congrats. Now you scoring 10 out of 10 doesn't mean that I won't be able to score 10 out of 10. It's just a matter of practice. It's just a matter of study. Since I didn't study enough, you scored more. If I would have studied more, I would have scored more. That's kind of it. I know it's not benefiting me if you scored high, but at least it doesn't hurt me either, right? Then there's this second example. I'm making YouTube videos and I'm learning something new, I'm expressing something new, and I'm also developing this communication skill in the process. Now, me doing this, me sharing this information helps you if you are watching it. It doesn't harm you. It helps you also, it helps me also. It's kind of a win-win situation. That's how positive sum game works. It's either win-win situation or it's either win and no situation. That is the basic. Next, we will try to see how zero-sum game works. Zero-sum game is a kind of situation where if I win, you will lose. That's it. Why this happens is because the prize is limited. The opportunity is limited, that is only experienced by the winner. I mean, this is what we observe in our day-to-day lives. Competition. For example, I cracked a competitive exam to get into a college. There were limited number of seats. Now, me getting a seat into a college meant that no other person, I mean, someone else who was preparing for this competitive exam didn't get the opportunity to get to that college. It's my fault, indirectly though. So I won and hurt that other person. If that other person would have won, he would have hurt me and got that prize, which is admission to a college. There are more examples, and this one is also going to be personal. So I used to take part in this Pokemon rank battles back when I was a gamer. That was, I guess, 5 to 6 years back. I ranked top 10, somehow managed to do that, and because I ranked in the top 10, it meant that someone had to lose that spot. That's kinda harsh, but that's how zero-sum game works. I will win and you will lose. It's a win-lose situation. There is no positive in itself. It's just me positive and you negative, something like this. And at last, we have this negative sum game, which happens to us rarely though. It's like a storm. It's like an earthquake. Both of us will lose in the process if these natural calamities take place. We might lose our lives, we might lose our house, and many more things precious to us. It's kind of a lose-lose situation. That's how to make up for it. Now that it's finished, I'm going to straight away jump into the summary. Positive sum game is very rare in this world. It's like building a business. If I'm building a business, it doesn't stop you from building a business, right? If anything, it helps customers. It also helps you to learn my strategies and accordingly plan for it. If you are my competitor, we can then go to zero-sum game, which is pretty much a common observation these days. Competitive exam, you win, I lose. Game, you win, I lose. It's kind of a challenge that either I will win or you will win. win-lose situation, as I said earlier. Then we have this interesting thing, which is negative sum game. You will lose and I will lose as well. There is this saying that a sinking Titanic, if you are in the Titanic, you will also go down and I'll also go down. There's no other way, no other choice, right? That's how it is. These are the three philosophies, or these are the three mathematical models based on which our world works, based on how we operate in this society. Hope you liked it, and if you have watched it till the end, I appreciate it. Hope you got to really learn something new. And now I want you to comment me down below which kind of situations have you faced till now that were zero sum game, positive sum game, and negative sum games. I'm sure there will be a lot, and I'll enjoy reading it if you comment down below. Well, I'll see you next time. Later.